holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Thomas. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They'll go on the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. So now following the sack, Fields is looking at third down and long. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Shotgun snap, Fields. He fires one, it's intercepted.
Damn, this whole ass nigga loud. Talking about he leaves this motherfucking game. Got me fucked up, dog.
Can he take care of the football? If I raise back up, I'd be hitting towards the coaches and said, hey, that would give me an opportunity.
First down, here's the run. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there, second down. These 2 teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for a series sweep here in Chicago. On second down, it's good again. And they take it down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the one-loss week against Jacksonville.
Because of the totally different because the feeling said it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. Just for a few months.
And that's how we go. Start to
clear out, maybe get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Now the Vikings are sending out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And the left hash is for 39. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
There you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And they'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense knew that they were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Fields. 9 to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for a second down. First carry down for David Montgomery. He stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Quick first there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Play fake downfield to throw. He this one is intercepted. Cherokee Jim puts it on. The Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and probably lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team should be in their quarterback.
Up the middle, it's Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gave 5 yards on it, and we brag about it. Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that, so when they do, they go back to their honorable Pittman steps, and they're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Bird sets up to throw it.
Ah, bitch!
And he's going to be taken down. Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, maybe their teammates scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game is a little bit of praise.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this is real
It's
good.
going to be incomplete.
Excellent field position. That drive started. They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Fuck this nigga misthrow that shit, dog.
We did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. It's a lot of surprise. There's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame, actually doing it in live action.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually communicate people with a little humor, maybe break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't you practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you throw it to? Or maybe you have to be smart with it. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Bears at 8-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
So here's the 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
He's looking at my motherfucking phone.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
And it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them are built from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, down the right side. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. throwing on third down. Fields. And here's another interception, the third of his first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Because he's not dropping, because it's zone, because he's picking up man-to-man, is able to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on his football.
Versatility and showing those hands. And he gets this one inside the 15, just
Fuck on, dog.
shy of the 10.
Just hoe ass shit, dog. You know what you mark ass niggas flying in the hole,
Our
dog.
score after one.
They trying to hold me on this game, bro.
Come down at the 12, it's first and 10. Left time, Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. It seems like we've seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for a loss.
The more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you worry about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
Second and 11 now. Again, it's Cook. And it'll be taken down here about the 11. After getting stumped on first down, they're much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for. So come up on third down. Hurts.
Oh, come on.
It's incomplete. Close on 4 minutes so far in this first half.
Fuck on, bro.
The opportunity so 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place and trade Joseph yards or first and second down.
So to get the turnover in plus territory, the drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see offense and the defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And that did a guaranteed drop 3 from where they started. So another opportunity.
Ah, man, I guess. Come on, dog. Man, these hoes got me crazy, bro. A motherfucking kick return, dog.
The way he runs as fast as he is, he will challenge him and I'll do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a horror when he gets a full head of steam.
Yeah,
Head of steam there. And all the way intercepted. Jimmy Jim picks it off. And a good turnover there.
That's crazy, dog. This bitch can't do nothing. They gave this whole kick return, bro.
Return there on special teams. A foot race.
Man, fuck out of here, dog.
Now, meanwhile, on what's going on, we've got an injured player off the field. Not what you want to see.
Man, they gave this whole ass nigga a kick return. This shit gotta be stupid as fuck, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline, the chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a positive because they could just they were at the 1-2 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's not remember they could get points on 3 points or something. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, man.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here with no snow. Should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards now. It's 3rd and 5.
Maybe he just laid up that run because he saw it wasn't landing to put the break off a huge game. So Bell was the first space and get what he could. Nice dirty run. It's a positive play for the offense.
The Vikings on a 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They're using conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
How this nigga? I'm tripping on how this nigga tackling me. He just one-on-one, bro.
Sometimes you're trying not to hit the guy getting the ball. He did exactly that. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Pressure and he's taken down. Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and sawing it back off the sand.
I don't know if they're just working through progressions or just not aware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he can escape the pocket.
Now that after the sack, it would be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Hurts. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to hold the line scorers very well with the running game. Almost felt like they said, no, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one. They may come back to it again.
Like this on that last play, that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Here's the 7-yard line. The catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave them everything he had, and it was right on the money.
That is absolutely demoralizing for the defense because you got the offense on the roof, just 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field.
Man, ain't had nobody on no motherfucking. This nigga got a kick-out return, bro.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen stats.
This nigga scored off a funk-ass kick return, dog. Man, do not get this bitch another kick return, dog. Let this whole earn his yards, man. This nigga scored off a funk-ass kick return on me, dog.
At the line, prepping for their next run, the Bears offense. They're looking to make a bit of a run, and they are sputtering right now.
Nah.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays on this Hurts defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker.
You a motherfucking ass here, dog.
He goes.
This whole ass shit they trying to get this nigga, dog.
This works to perfection as he gets in there to dump it for a loss of 8. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot.
Man, this nigga got a kick return on me, bro.
This assignment, which led to turnovers, sacks. This group is not playing well at all here in the first half.
Talking about he needs this game.
3rd and long.
Man, don't do this shit with them verticals. Don't do that. Ah, man, get my pick.
The ball away and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want.
Man, this shit's stupid as fuck, dog.
But a lot will take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
This will be taken at the 13. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
That's crazy as hell, dog. I'm mad as fuck. They got this nigga kick out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly, they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember, you had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, we were more quick strike opportunity last time. Where they were on the field. You're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate.
Man, fuck out of here, dog.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that felt incomplete.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously going to carry the ball back by the people in front. Leverage, athleticism, all the things in this space there.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Call another timeout, motherfucker. Call another. You want to call another timeout? Yeah, call another timeout, nigga.
Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him and show some confidence.
Supreme confidence.
Big time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, right left.
Man, come on, man. It's
He's across midfield and down to 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That this hoe ass nigga kick return on me, bro.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And this rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives.
They have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. Right now in the league, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You got to get feel and try to make some plays in the backfield.
And brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, that time in the pocket waiting for the clear cross.
They're in 4-down territory, even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
How that bitch say 2-minute warning and we at 57 seconds? Oh, man, come on, bro.
Actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stumped them.
Man, this man on some bullshit, man.
Gonna run for it. Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. It might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally,
go out! Come!
Seems to be aggressive as a head coach.
Man, nah, this is what these niggas.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
That shit crazy, bro.
from about the 32. Now back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we
That's bullshit.
Coach for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
Oh, no doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team. Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Cook up the gut. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 26 for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Fields. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Lewis Seen there for the breakup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Fields. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 67 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They wanted it every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room past the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Velus Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Fields trying to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the jump.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the final seconds have ticked away in this